New Jersey. It's sunny outside. I'm taking my dog for a walk and I wanted to take a stop for a moment and I wanted to make this video for you. So first and foremost, I am working today and I'm making content. I'm thinking about you and I just want to let you know that even on the holidays, and I'm still thinking about your family. I chose this weekend not to go to the beach with my family, to keep seeing the kids I work with. And the reality is that autism doesn't stop for your family because it's a holiday. Autism is continuing to be something that you're dealing with, and so for that reason I'm going to continue to help and serve you today. So what was on my heart to share was about why you shouldn't why you shouldn't put a demand on a young child with autism that you cannot prompt. And this is like really looking at children who are young and children who are not yet using language. And this is not based upon compliance, but this is based upon helping a child understand communication. So initially, children with autism, they tend not to realize that they need to pay attention to what someone is saying. So what happened is I was in a session and one of the therapists kept saying, hey, say bubbles, say bubbles, say bubbles, say bubbles, say bubbles. And the child was not responding at all. And she was repeating herself over and over and over. Well, in ABA, we have what we call an antecedent, a behavior, and a consequence. So essentially, what we want to happen is this: you're giving an instruction, the child responds, and then you're rewarding the behavior by giving them a desirable consequence. And that's going to make the behavior more likely to occur again. But what's happening is that when you ask a child to say something that isn't yet talking, you're teaching them to ignore you. You're teaching them that they don't have to respond. So what I like to do is model language, to use a lot of vocal pairings. If I'm doing bubbles, I'm constantly saying ba 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 bubbles, or making songs and singing songs, and I'm doing lots of things like tickling and like ready, set, go, and I'm giving children lots and lots of opportunities to hear language and just lots of repetition, so they're hearing language in the same context, but not necessarily asking them to say it, because I don't want them to think when I'm giving them a demand that they don't have to pay attention and that they don't have to respond, because often it's not necessarily that they want to ignore you, it's that they genuinely do not know that they're supposed to do something. So what I like to do instead is I'd like to have a child point to something or say me, something that you can prompt them. So if I say, okay, look, say give me, and then I can take their hand and tap their chest, well then they know that they're supposed to respond. Where if I'm saying, okay, show me what you want, and I know for sure that they want the bubbles, I can help them by taking their finger and helping them to point to it, and that teaches them that they have to respond. So I really hope this video adds some clarity, and if you're watching this video, chances are having your child talk is the most important thing in your life. And believe it or not, sometimes we can have really, really great intentions, but the little things we do might actually make it a little more difficult instead of actually making it easier. So, this is something super simple. It's a really quick change your family can do, and I think it's going to really help you get results. So if you've been following my channel, you may already have heard this, but I know it's July 4th. I know the last thing you want to be thinking about is going back to school, that you want to be thinking about barbecues. And I personally find it really annoying when stores get an entire season ahead. It's one of the reasons I shop on Amazon, because it's like Christmas is there already. It's like, what? Why? But here's the thing: in the event that your child is starting school for the first time in September, the process of preparing them actually takes a little while. It's not something that happens overnight. So there's some strategies and tips you can use to really make them successful, but it's going to take a couple months to implement them. So I want you to go to my website, schoolwithautism.com. There's a free gift for you there. It's a free book on how to help your child transition to school if they have autism. There's some things as a parent you might want to know and consider. It'll really just help you with, especially like that thought of like, well, my child can't talk and I'm sending them to the school. What do I do? How do I get past that? How do I cope with that? And what do I need to do to make them be successful? There's going to be some answers to those questions you have in there. So have an amazing day. Enjoy this beautiful holiday. I look forward to seeing everyone soon. I've been committed to making as many videos as I possibly can for you. Sometimes I'm really good about it. I get one a day, and sometimes, you might have a week without having them, but I've recommitted this week to making more videos like this one, because the truth is there's new children being diagnosed with autism every day, and my vision and my mission is that every parent everywhere in the world knows how to help their child, and in order for that to be possible, I know I can't stop. I have to keep going. So that's my commitment to you. Make it an amazing day and enjoy your holiday.